Yeah, it's not so much of a fear of heights. I mean, I have a respect for heights. That you always have to make sure that you're safe and your rigging is safe. And I'm not going to try something I've never tried before 50 feet in the air. I'm going to try it 4 feet off the ground first.
Oh, okay. And now you always work with a safety net, is that right?
No, we don't work with safety nets, actually. The aerialists that we do straps, or if they do lyra, we don't work with safety nets.
Okay. What is lyra?
Lyra is hoop, so it's a medium-sized metal hoop, kind of like a hula hoop.
Okay.
From the ceiling too.
Oh wow. Okay. So, now first of all, this is, you work up there quite a height. So you have to climb a little ladder.
We besides the straps or whatever apparatus you are going to perform on, you either climb up a rope, which we call a web, or sometimes our apparatus will be attached to a motor. So it's attached through cables and pulleys through the ceilings, and the motor will pull us up and down.
Yeah, because I was thinking, if I was ever doing something like this, by the time I got up to the working area, I would be so tired I'd have to sit there and rest for a half hour before I did anything. But you must be in good shape. And how do you practice? I mean, you really can't. You can't like go out in the backyard and practice in a tree. Do you just practice like before shows?
Yeah, on the road we try to get some practice in, either before shows, after we've set up the show in the arena, or afterwards if we're not packing up right away. And then we just, if we can, we put our apparatuses a little bit lower to the ground, or if we have little crash mats, we'll put those underneath us to practice those things.
Okay, and tell us, Danielle, how long have you been working with the Spectacular Circus?
I've been with this circus for just under a year now.
Okay, and you do travel all around, is that right?
Yeah, we tend to stay in Midwest and more southern states.
Okay, and tell me a little bit about how you got interested in this. I mean, are you a daredevil?
No, I started as a dancer. I grew up as a competitive dancer, and then part of a training program that I did after I graduated high school, we dabbled a little bit with a circus school, and from there I just fell in love with circus and stopped training dance so much and just started training circus all the time. And from there I just kept practicing and created videos of what I was doing and sent them out to companies, and then eventually Cardiff Circus contacted me back.
All right. We are talking with Danielle Fisher with the Spectacular Circus, and she's giving us a little bit of an insight on her role in the circus. And so actually you're quite an accomplished aerialist and dancer. Do you do dancing also at the circus?
Yeah, we have a couple of dance numbers that we do throughout the show. Most of the girls are aerialists and dancers, actually.
Okay, and now you have some fancy costumes that you wear while you perform?
Oh, you bet we have fancy costumes. Okay. Bright colors, glitter, sparkles. All
right, and now we talked a little bit about your practicing. I mean, do you have to just make sure that you just have to maintain a certain weight to be able to balance right and everything else, or do you have a special diet?
It's not so much about weight, it's a lot more about your strength and then technique behind it, because anybody can learn circus, anybody can do aerials. It's just about having the strength behind you to be able to complete the moves. Okay,
so you've been a dancer too, so you've got strong legs, and then you've got to have a strong upper body too. I mean, do you do like 10 push-ups a day, or what do you do?
10 push-ups a day.
Well, for me, that would be a big deal. But you don't do push-ups at all, or no?
No, 10 push-ups a day would be a bad day. We try to get more than 10 push-ups a day for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
We have time to work out. We push pretty hard, and we work out for as much time as we can before we get to the show.
Is it more a lot to do with balance as well too? Balance and kind of coordination.
Yeah, you need core strength to keep yourself in the proper positions, to make sure the proper positions look nice too. Balance is not. I mean, if you're a high wire artist, you definitely need some good balance. But for an aerialist, for what we do right now in the show with the straps, it's a lot more of an upper body strength and a core strength to hold yourself hanging essentially by your wrists, and then create shapes and flip up upside down in the straps and look good doing it.
Wow. Well, the Spectacular Circus sure sounds spectacular this year. I mean, we look forward to the circus every year, but there's always something special or interesting that really catches my eye. And the concentration, you had to have certain concentration to perform your act. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, you definitely cannot be distracted.
I mean, you're not looking in the audience for some friends or neighbors or whatever, and you got to worry about the flashing of cameras. Or do you have to concentrate mainly on your rings?
Yeah, you definitely need to be able to focus and kind of shut out the audience a little bit. You get very used to it though, because the audience is clapping or they're cheering, or sometimes we're very close to the audience, so you can make out faces, and that's kind of fun to see them while you're doing it. But you do get very used to the audience, that you're able to focus on what you're doing to do a good job and smile and perform for the audience.
Okay, and in your routine when is most likely that the audience will start applauding and cheering and just giving the hoorays and all that. So
not always. Sometimes certain tricks will get a big applause, and sometimes the other trick will get a big applause.
Oh.
I never know which trick we do will impress the audience.
Okay, so audiences vary.
Yeah, they do.
All right. Well, we're talking with the Spectacular Circus aerialist and dancer, Danielle. Is it Fisher, your last name?
Yes.
Okay. And you grew up in the Midwest, evidently?
No, actually, I'm from Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. All right. Well, it's a small world. Welcome to our area. Okay. And, we know that there's going to be 2 shows going on this Saturday. And they are at 4:30 and at 7:30 at the Wildcat Center in River Falls. And do you have anything like a meet and greet or anything like that?
We do an hour before the show officially starts. We do our ride portion, so that's when you come early and you can meet our elephants and our camels and our ponies and all the people that you see working on the floor. We're all the performers at the same time. So the girl taking your tickets for a pony ride is a dancer, and the girl taking your tickets for the camel ride is an aerialist.
Oh, wow.
Kind of like a meet and greet.
Sure. Very nice. So that's a good way to, get to the circus early and get a chance to see some of the scenes before they actually get set up, and get a chance to see some of the costumes up close, and or else just get a good seat. That's the main thing. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, hey, thanks for talking with us so much, Danielle.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right. Again, we're going to remind everyone we were talking with Danielle Fisher from the Spectacular Circus. We've been waiting all year. It's finally here this Saturday in River Falls at the Wildcat Center. 2 shows, 4:30 and at 7:30. And as Danielle mentioned, get there early and get a chance to get some of those even elephant rides and see the camel rides and all the other fun things that are going on at the circus. Thanks for talking with us, Danielle.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye now.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carton International Circus presents the Spectacular Circus. Coming to your hometown, this stunning 2-hour event includes aerialists, acrobats, tigers, elephants, and, of course, clowns. Be sure to come 1 hour before showtime to the pre-show festivities, including camel, pony, and elephant rides. It's the Spectacular Circus. See you there.
The Spectacular Circus, Saturday, June 15th at the Wildcat Center. Save 50% online for a limited time at spectacularcircus.com. Your good neighbors in the Friendly Valley. WEVR 1550, River Falls, Hudson, Ellsworth. And WEVR FM 106.3, River Falls, Hudson, Stillwater.